Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 VCO Pro Sim series, which this year takes place in LMP2 cars at tracks which are voted.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Tracks which are voted for by the
You'll need
public.
to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
About 2 hours before the race. So we only found out this race was going to be at Hockenheim a couple of hours ago. And I'm going to try and explain the format, how this works. But first of all, give me a mic check. Let me know the sounds all right. Whether my volume's too loud, whether the cars are too loud, music, all that kind of thing before I just plough ahead. We'll get that right straight away. We are in Heat 2. So there are 3 races tonight. We're hopefully in 2 of them because the teams are split into 2 groups. We're in the second group. So we'll watch the first race. Then we'll have Argo in the second race. And if we get in the top 15 in our race, we go through to the final, which they call the bonus race. Hi, Marnix Hagester. Thanks for joining us. And hey, Martin. And hey, Grandad. And hey, everyone else who's watching. So, we won't be in the first race. We're in the second race. I'm teamed up with my teammate.
Sector 1 is 0.25 off the pace.
Teamed up with my teammate from last season, which is Bence Nemethi. Hopefully I've said his name correctly. I'm going to bring him in just a moment. So, Bence Nemethi, say hello to the live stream. I know you're on your own live stream as well.
Oh, yeah. Hi, guys. Actually, I'm not streaming because of the sound
Yellow
issues.
flag.
Okay, so you'll just be on my live stream and not on your own live stream this time.
Yep. It would have been a better lap, but I lost it. It's quite tricky on exit.
So Bence...
you can do some laps if you want to.
Okay, I will in just a moment then. Bence is going to do... I will in just a moment, Bence. So Bence is going to do the first stint. It's a 20-minute race, so it's really short, really quick fire. This isn't some long endurance race. He's going to do about 10 minutes, come into the pit, and then I'm going to do my stint. So I'm just going to quickly check my doorbell camera, because it looks like there's someone at my front door, and then I'll do some practice.
Then I will do a quick run.
So the first race, the first heat is actually on very, very soon, isn't it? So we'll be practicing whilst that race is on. Is that right?
Yeah. I think it's like the qualifying for that race has actually started.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
So I think our qualifying should start in about 30-35 minutes.
Okay, got it. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of practice. And then we'll probably go and watch some of that other race on YouTube with the live stream. And then we'll come back and we'll watch you do our qualifying, Bence. But I'm going to leave the pits now. I'll turn off my music, live stream, and just keep me company, do some chatting, and I'll be able to see your chat up in the top of my screen.
Alright. So do you want the car then?
Yeah, let's have a drive now. Let me do a few laps. Just see how far I've gone.
Alright, I will get out. So, all yours.
Thanks, man. Oh, it won't let... Oh, there's a driver swap time. Okay, I see. Alright, now it should let me go. Okay, live stream, we'll just do a little bit of practice.
All clear on pit exit.
Let me know whether the sound level of the car is okay compared to my voice. I don't want to be too loud myself, I don't want the car to be too loud. So we're in LMP2 cars, so the second class at Le Mans, effectively. Prototype cars, they're actually really difficult to drive. They feel quite heavy, obviously they're not very heavy. But compared to the Formula 3 cars we raced last time, these feel pretty heavy. So there's a lot of rear momentum. When you go into a corner, the back wants to follow you around. The tyres also overheat pretty easily. That's one thing I've noticed. The gearing's pretty low, so it's pretty slow out of the hairpin. We're in first gear in a few different places. We're in the Hockenheim Formula 1 track. And as last year, guys, this is the Pro Sim series, so half of the team is a professional sim driver, that's Bence, and half of the team is a licensed real-world driver, that's me. There's a few famous guys racing, and some very, very famous teams. We've got Williams Esports, we've got Roman Grosjean's team, R8G Esports. There's a few very, very big teams. into esports, sim racing, you'll know all about them. So here we go then, out of the final corner at Hockenheim. Need to get a good exit. Now turn 1 is fast, but it's very, very easy to get a disallowed lap by running too far off the track.
P9.
So we go down 1 gear. That's about the limit of the curve we're allowed to use. Engine noise will look like that, right? I'll turn down the engine. Thanks, Martin. Let me just finish this lap and I'll turn down the engine. Is it that the engine is too loud, or is it that I'm too quiet?
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Is that any better? I've just turned it down a little bit, but I can turn it down a bit more.
You're currently 1.8 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.34 off the pace. You've just done a 129.34.
That's way too deep. How's the engine noise now, guys? Does it need to go quieter? Do I need to go quieter? Just keep me posted. So I see a message from Michael Moore there on Facebook. Michael, join the YouTube channel. That's where most of the people are. That's where most of the chat is, and it just looks better. Go there.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
But thanks for watching, Michael. It's just definitely better on the YouTube channel. I kind of broadcast on Facebook just to advertise that there's a YouTube channel. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible. So I got a little bit deep in the penultimate corner, then got sideways.
That puts you 1.4 off the pace. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.5 off the pace.
Hey, limit
Sector
of
3
adhesion,
is
thank you for the comment.
0.38 off the pace.
Right, let's not go too wide this time. That's more like it. We'll get a much better exit onto the long straight. So some famous names in this race. We've got Antonio Felix da Costa. We've got Tony Kanaan, IndyCar champion.
0.5 off the pace.
A little bit too deep into the hairpin there. Could we lost about a tenth or so. Half a tenth.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Right, let's try not to run too wide here this time. Patience on the throttle in the penultimate corner is key. Although I wasn't great into the final corner. Well, I think we were about a tenth quicker that time. So we're into the 28s.
P11. Sector 3 is 0.27 off the pace.
So don't worry about my my lap times compared to the best here, because we've obviously got a mix of the Pro Sim drivers and the real world drivers. You only really need to compare me against the real world drivers. And I should be somewhere in the middle of the real world drivers, I reckon. Hopefully quicker than some of the big names. This lap's a bit better.
Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace.
Bit sideways on the curb.
You're currently 1.1 seconds off the leader's pace. You've just done a 128.64.
Right, I'll finish this lap and then we'll go and watch the first race. Then we do one more lap, because that was quite enjoyable.
Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.33 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. Your lap time was at 128.56. Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace. Sector 2 is
Scrappy.
0.25 off the pace.
I'm getting a phone call from Nadia. Right, let's go watch the other race.
Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.48 off the pace.
So we'll
Sector
go
2
watch
is
Heat 1.
0.25 off
But
the
we're
pace.
not a million
That
miles
was at
off.
128.81.
I'm quite pleased with that pace, to be honest. Right, let's see if we can bring up the VCO Pro Sim series. Green flag, so the race has just started. So let's see if I can show you this. So all I need to do is change to... Oh, where's the YouTube chat? Oh, there's just no one talking. That's why it's not... Hey man, I'm just going to watch the first race.
Alright, I will go out do some laps then.
How do I mute iRacing? There we go. Right, I've muted iRacing. So now we can get the sound up for... There we go. Let's get the ProSIM going.
2 litres remaining.
Williams not having a great start.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
What we are curious to see is on that left-hand side how far down and how much progress the number 1 car has made. It also looks as though there might have been a bit of an issue for Team Redline. Dominic Hoffman is way down the field. And he will be sharing with Antonio Felix da Costa. Car coming into pit lane very early. And that must be for a drive-through, surely.
Yeah, has to be. I think there might be another one following him in behind as well. But still, it's Yuri Kansdorp who's yet to be unseated. There's Valentin Mandanak in the R8G Sports team. Of course, Romain Grosjean's team as well. No. And he's round in the next right-hander through the next left. And very shortly out of turn 4 and heading around the parabolica. And you can see them all stringing along. I have to say, nothing separates them. Still, the gap's very thin. The familiar Red Bull livery on the nose painted there, round the next right, and still leads the charge with Charlie Collins trying to group up in behind, 0.4 of a second, the approximate gap between the pair. You can see their team red line right behind Maximilian Benecke, watching along. I have to say, there is never a man more fierce than you could have right behind you in the early stages of a race.
Oh, what just happened there? Sorry, guys, I don't know what's gone on with that.
On your right, clear right.
Recovering, didn't we? So wonder exactly.
I was just trying to mute it briefly so I could say to you guys that this is obviously Heat 1. We're in Heat 2. So just watching this just to kind of get a feel for how the racing goes, how the strategy works out, that kind of thing. But it should be quite straightforward. I just unmute it.
Of that contact. Let's see, George, what happened.
P12.
Yeah, there's Ross Woodford. You can see him on the outside there representing Yassi. Oh, big nudge in the back. And it sent them all off the track. Certainly not the best place to be, but it is expected around that hairpin. It can get so close. And unfortunately, Ross Woodford taking a very wide line. And that's cost
someone
him
else
quite a lot of
is a
place.
massive
Another car
crash.
actually spinning off. Oh, that's a massive
Massive
incident.
crash.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, wow.
And there's Joshua Rogers making, I believe,
Wow.
well, that is Josh Rogers in the back there. That is not ideal. That explains what happened to the TVRS car there, Ben.
Yeah, didn't realise that he'd had an issue, and Josh Rogers down in 35th position. This is going to be really tricky. A 58 car getting tripped up right in the middle of the pack. He was lucky to miss that, wasn't he? But then the next corner was where he got caught up, and there was even more chaos.
Carnage.
That's the problem. When you do not set a lap time, be safe. Don't necessarily...
Bence, some of the carnage in the first race is crazy.
Oh yeah, like last race, we got taken out
Sector 2 is 0.
with 6 other cars in turn 2.
Oh, I mean in the race that's going on right now. I mean in the Heat 1, there's massive crashes already on lap 1.
Oh yeah, I know. I just said I'm like not surprised about that.
Okay. So you got taken out in the first round of the championship last week.
Yep. I mean, not me. It was my teammate because at that round I wasn't starting.
You're now 1.1 off the pace. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.33 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.38 off the pace.
Around turn 1, you've got to be careful not to run too wide as they come down the next straight. They've got another semi-chicane to take on now, turns 2 and 3 and 4. You might choose to open it up again, heading around the parabolica this time as they round through the next
I think if we keep it clean, top 15 is doable. We just really have to avoid big crashes.
It's going to make it very tricky.
Yeah, we'll just be safe.
From Kevin Ellis Jr.
And he's handing over to
We're not in it to win outright, so we're just in it to finish the race and try and get through to the second one.
Did join us, a guy who has been such a star for the last couple of years.
I think I'm pretty safe here, to be honest. I've done a few laps pretty cleanly. There's no real danger of crashing and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not because of like you crash on your own. It's
Yeah.
because you collide with someone.
Yeah, of course.
We haven't had a chance to see him at the top end of the VCO Pro Sim, but perhaps this race.
Hey, Paul Handley.
Kevin Ellis Jr. is doing a really
We're just
good job
watching
right
Heat
now,
1 at the moment.
carrying that car inside the top 10, and I can't wait to see what Scott can do in the second half of this race. A reminder: they'll be handing over these cars to their real-world drivers in just 3 minutes' time.
Yeah, absolutely. Only moments away before we see the swaps take place, and certainly another man to watch is Ate Kauppinen, who's currently in P6 for Williams Esports, I have to say. And we've seen Ate Kauppinen
really close.
Very custom iRacing driver as David Williams. You can see him in the Team BRS car now, P18, and rounding through turn 1.
Hey,
Certainly
Goki.
a very tricky race for him that he's got to undertake right now. You can see the string of cars that are right in front of him, and it's never an easy business, like we said, around a track around like Hockenheim, as he now rounds through the next left, getting so close to the car ahead. That, of course, being Lewis Nasser there for Urano Esports. He might be able to get in his win, but obviously they do succumb, I think, sometimes to the dirty air, as we're now seeing Nicholas Hedberg wheel to wheel himself now as they go neck and neck down through the next left at Parabolica, nose to tail as they round through the next left now. Certainly the man who's currently in P27 now finding it, certainly with Oscar Mangan as they go wheel to wheel into the next right now.
Yes, Goki. Yep, like real Williams. Yeah, these are all the really big teams. So
again, a great move.
Oh, why does it keep... Every time I try and change the volume, it jumps back to the start. What's going on? Sorry, guys. Yeah, Goki. So, yeah, it's Williams Esports, so the real Williams.
No qualification into the bonus race for the moment. And still
there's also Roman Grosjean's team. There's Max Verstappen's team that he normally races with. That's Team Redline. They're the guys in third. Obviously, Max Verstappen would probably be in this if he wasn't in Brazil. Coanda, that's these guys. That's a massive team. All these teams are really big race teams. Obviously, Red Bull Racing Esports is up there leading this race.
Second at the Red Bull Ring, and we really did have a messy first stint. So plenty can still happen, and that significant battle for P27 could end up being a position into our race. Just the top 15 go through at the moment. Two Logitech G cars are sitting 15th and 16th, with Bo Albert, the car that's in, and Simona Maria Marteno, who did not qualify, just out for the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie Collins, you can see the look on his face. He was so pensive, waiting as they now round the next right. To his credit, has maintained a very solid half a second gap between him and Yuri Kazan.
Max Beneke, guy in P3 in this race, is the highest rated iRacer.
And just managing the pace.
Goki, I'm not quite sure.
And, that is meaning that Charlie Collins is going to have to be a little
Thanks, Debbie Hood. Goki, I'm not quite sure. You have to look at the VCO website, maybe.
Maximilian Beneke doing exactly the same as well, with Jeremy Bouteloup as well in behind, as well as Ate Kauppinen, who is now up into P5. And brilliant to see Ate Kauppinen here.
So 11 minutes or so left.
Was touted for a potential, we believe, to be an F1 Esports.
About 11 minutes left of this first race.
But doing an absolutely tremendous job for Williams Esports currently here in iRacing, and is taking to it like a duck to water. He was very promising, certainly in Austria last week. Great to see him back again, doing what he does best. Here in Hockenheim, in behind as well, Thomas Tatler in behind him as well, with Dylan B. Scrivens, who are currently fighting for that P6 spot as well, with Kevin Ellis Jr. in behind. And Roman Grosjean's RAG Sports, Quentin Violate in P9, chasing down Kevin Ellis Jr. as well, with Jürgen Frank in P10. Still nose to tail. Plenty of opportunities, certainly, for overtakes still remain, as the gaps are minimal. Plenty of racing left to be had. I think, though, the strategy is going to spice it up a little bit.
Window is about to open for changing of drivers. Now, you would expect to see all of these guys stay in as Tahler goes down the inside. That's one position, nearly ran into fifth position, but he has managed to sneak sixth momentarily, but the momentum is not there out of the hairpin and has to fall back into line. So no change of position there. Ate Kauppinen was very lucky not to get nerfed in the rear there, but certainly the best performance we've seen from Williams Esports so far in this series, up in P5. Ikova could have ended up in P5 there, but it was a very high-risk move.
Very high risk indeed, and we speak about them, these tight hairpin bends.
Goki, yeah, I'm definitely going to drive today. I'm just waiting for my race, Goki. We're in Heat 2.
Wide there. As we get a look at that, that was actually Bo Albert who was running off the certainly heading off into the sideway, well, certainly the off area. Has managed to keep it in. Cooper Webster in P20, and currently holding on to his spot as well for Logitech GLTC Sports. As you so rightly said as well, Ben, Logitech.
What are those links you're sending, Tom Wedgwood?
Together. Currently, though, there is a gap of 2.5 seconds.
Okay, some people are in the pits already in this race. Here we go.
Along with a train of others, so now the stops commence.
Yeah, interesting to note.
Oh, the full lineup. Okay, so Tom has posted links in the YouTube chat. So if you go in the YouTube chat, you can click on the links for the full lineup.
Much of a drop in performance from the tyres. We've got the leading cars staying out here, but we
Restream bot from Twitch, Cameron from Team Orion. It's Bence starting the race.
Lullum, who, yes, he is a real-world driver. He hasn't actually raced single-seaters for 2 years. I interviewed him on the VCO Esports studio show yesterday evening, and Chris is really a full-time sim racer now. Got his sim installed at Oxford Brookes University. Max chatting away to him on the radio there, so he's getting himself ready to come into the pits. The window is so small that it's really 1 or 2 laps, so it looks like all of our leading group will be coming in at the same time.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, going back to Chris Lullum, he has got a pretty good CV, though, on his hands, certainly as a driver, certainly in karts, FIA world champ or vice world champ back in 2017.
Oh, no.
So it does carry a lot of weight, even in karting. So I have to say, you do see a lot of the karters who do tend to tackle sim racing. They do tend to take to it like a duck to water. I know I said that phrase earlier, but certainly they do, and it's amazing to see. And big credit to Chris Lullum. He was absolutely astounding last week. Obviously, once again, working with Maximilian Benecke, and as you quite rightly say, I can imagine they're talking to each other in their ears, certainly in their own live chats, and getting themselves certainly updated with what's happening during the race. But it's only going to be a matter of time before we see these certainly pit, but they're going to carry on for a longer stint as Red Bull Racing.
Cheers, Tom.
Yuri Kasdorp still leads here.
We're in heat 2, Tom. Oh, who's this? Phil Dennis.
Phil Dens. Oh dear, BS competition car. I'm sure we'll get a replay of that shortly.
It's bumpy off there, isn't it?
Phil Dens off. Heading into that tricky left and right at turns 2, 3, and 4.
What happened there? He's on his own. Oh, he's coming out of the pits.
Now,
oh.
the cars, you come around turn 1 and they come around pretty quick, but this happened
He's being...
a little bit late on.
Oh, he got nerfed.
A very late move. A very late move. He didn't have it all right going for that, did he?
Thanks, Cameron.
Well, that was, I think, Loic Hartog.
Hi, James Cotton.
David Williams still in that car, so David yet to have handed over to Loic Hartog, but basically got caught out by the very first braking zone.
Cheers, Tom.
The BS competition car had to tackle. Of course, it was going to be a little bit earlier than David Williams, and a little bit of a lack of foresight, I think, there from the Welshman. And I'm sure Race Control will be quickly on that one, being on our broadcast. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Are these guys in early enough?
Probably the top 14, 15 cars.
So, Benzo, it feels like you can pit really late. The top guys are pitting with 6.5 minutes to go.
Really worry too much.
Yeah, you can pit from 10 to 15 minutes on the clock.
Okay, so if you're a lot quicker than me, obviously you need to stay out as long as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're gonna hope
I mean,
at least that their tyres that should be able to,
unless you're being held up or something.
Yeah, also like, if we collect some form of damage, we have a fast repair.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, we will see.
Dennis Lind was going to take that seat. Of course, British GT driver for Barwell Motorsport since 2008. But now, of course, not in this seat tonight. Danny Croy's taking his seat. As now we see in as well.
Oh, Oscar Piastri. Wow, cool. So we're going to have some well-known drivers now.
In fact, as we're now watching Oscar Piastri making his VCO Pro Sim, well, certainly Pro Sim Series debut, and what a time to see him here as Danny Croy now exits the pit lane and he retains the lead in this race here at Hockenheim.
Oh God, Martin, don't remind me of that song. Took me a moment to know what you're on about there.
I think it'll be better on that first lap to have hot, sticky tyres. And if Danny Cross has got himself a new set of tyres, they'll only come in 2 or 3 laps in. This is a change for the lead, then.
Ooh, this is good.
Line goes the Coanda Sim Sport car, the number 20 car of Mitchell de Jong, who takes the lead through the hairpin. And look at that, the Team Redline car fancies a way through as well. So Danny Cross in 2 corners already.
Who's this coming through?
Maybe even losing second position. Here comes Redline down the inside, flat out through there. Chris Lullum up to second.
Oh wow, this is a great race at the front.
The opportunist in this exchange, managing to overtake Danny Cross, who's now down into P3. Coanda Sim Sports though, Mitchell de Jong leads the charge here in this VCO race event here at Hockenheim Ring as they round the stadium section now. heading around Sachs Corner at turn 12. They'll soon take it and literally clinging to that inner apex and rubbing over the curbs as they make their way around 15th and 16th, around Sud Curve, the final corner at this very phenomenal German circuit. And as they do take the straight yet again, the start-finish line, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remain. Still leading, Coanda Simsport is on top with Mitchell de Jong, with Chris Lellum, who's waiting in the wings. Team Redline potentially going for a 4 from 4.
And don't forget the fourth car in this train. The number 30 car had Jeremy Butaloop aboard. It's now got Moritz Lerner.
Chris Lellum there in his bedroom at university.
Sports usually, but he's been drafted in by Coanda to join Jeremy Butaloop, and probably one of the best sim racers in the world. Even though he is classed as a real world driver.
Wow, look how late Lellum breaks.
Carrera Cup exploits and legitimately a real world driver as well. But he's one of the best sim racers that there is. A triple champion on other platforms. So watch out to see that fourth place Coanda car. See if he can snatch another position from Team Redline.
Yeah, definitely. And Alexander Smolyar as well, making his way through now. He's in the midst of a bit of a three-car scrap as they now make their way into the Mercedes curve. Inside line maneuver there from Marcus Solm as he makes it down through the edge. Brilliant! And again, an opportunistic maneuver as we now watch them all crawl through. There's car number 176, that's Liam McNeely, who's now watching them come through the next right. Marcus Soholm managing to get
someone's off.
Oh dear, another incident this time at Mercedes curve. There's Robert Heffler for Team ZH. Car number 49 finding himself off at the Mercedes curve. Here's the instant replay. There's Joshua Anderson there for Vendaval Sim Racing. They came through the next right. They all bit late on the
wow. That was not very friendly. Oh, wow. That was really bad. Look how late.
The race, Stuart, isn't it? Absolutely way too late on the brakes.
Oh my God, he murdered him.
The corner, you can't just brake as though there's nobody in front of you.
That was really bad.
You're not on a qualifying lap. You are actually racing other cars, and so I'm afraid race control, who have been relatively quiet, I have to say, on the chat. Usually we get quite a lot of decisions from race control, but absolutely nothing in there. Pablo Lopez, however, for Team Fordzilla, about to report an incident. He is out of the race for Team Fordzilla, the 504, as is a 58 of BS competition. And the 89 that we saw sitting on the side of the road with Phil Dent is last position, so it's really not been very good for BS competition at all. Battle for P3.
So you got to get in the top 16. It's top 16.
He fancies himself a podium.
Is it top 6? Is that right?
Battle.
Or maybe not.
It certainly is. You can see him just surveying.
Is it top 15 we have to get into?
Racing esports car was leading this
okay.
event very much earlier on, but he's gained it closer and closer all the time. Just under 3.5 tenths of a second, the gap now, and it's starting to cascade downwards, certainly, as they around the stadium section. There's Rafael Marciello down in P7th position, chasing Scott McLaughlin. That gap down to 4 tenths of a second as well. So we've got plenty of them starting to turn up the heat now with just over a minute left, well, a minute 20 left to go. And Rafael Marciello rounds the final corner here on this lap and makes his way down through towards turn 1, that very quick right-hander, car number 94, of course. Now bringing the delta gap down again. It did spring up to 6 tenths, but I'm sure as he gets onto the straight, he can utilize the slipstream and bring that car ever closer as they round the next right at turn 2. Very shortly, turn 3 and 4 as well. There's Moritz Lerner looking to perhaps pounce now around the Parabolica bend, and certainly as he does so, right on the as that Red Bull car looks a little
I
bit
agree.
submissive.
I agree,
Here
limited
he
heating.
comes now. Outside, goes for the deep move. Can he hold on? Federer throttle now set. Power down together.
The lead commentator needs to stop shouting so loud because his microphone's clipping.
I will be right back.
Sorry, say that again.
I will be right back.
Just
a minute.
Casper the friendly ghost there, but lands himself into P3. Brilliant maneuver. Gets himself ahead of the Red Bull car.
Thought Danny Cross had done a really good job of defending there.
Okay, so race one's about to end.
But it just always, as it does here at Hockenheim, it always just switches to...
It probably has already ended.
The preference to somebody else. There is Moritz Lerner in his sim rig. Nice and concentrated up to P3. I don't think he's going to get a chance to chase down the front two because the checker flag is out. And here comes Mitchell de Jong, who takes the checker flag and takes victory in the first race. Coanda it is that takes victory ahead of Team Redline by less than a second. And then in third position, Coanda once more with that
So,
fantastic
onto
move
our race then.
from Moritz Lerner right at the end there. There's also a great battle that you were seeing a little bit earlier on between Rafael Marcello and Scott McLaughlin. Something you'd never imagine to see in the real world. But those two was Apex Racing and Williams Esports fighting over 6th position. And actually, Rafael Marcello had lost a spot to Joss Malin in the Urano Esports car. But the rest of the top 15 now coming across the line. And that's one of the Logitech cars bailing straight out of it. And we'll get the top 15 result for you in just a second. But that was a quality, not too much accident and incident. Doesn't have many race control interventions. Just a really good race.
Right, we'll close that now.
Like Hockenheim Ring, but that was a good one.
It was.
We'll close that now, and we'll just focus on our own race now. Are you still here, Bence? Hello?
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So it must be nearly time for our qualifying?
Yeah, I think they will advance the session any time in any minute.
Yeah, okay. I won't get back in the car then. I'll just chill out here and wait.
I mean, you can get back in the car, like...
It's okay, I'm just going to rest. I'm going to rest. I'm not going to learn anything more. I'm going as quick as I can go. I did like an hour and a half of practice earlier, so... I think I'm at my limit, probably. How far off you was I in lap time? Let's have a look.
4 tenths.
So yeah, so my best was what was it? Did I do? Oh, these are all you. Yeah, so I did a. Oh no, more than 4 tenths. No, I did a 28.5, and you're doing like, what times are you doing?
Well,
You did a 27.9 on your best. I think on.
yeah, but I would say I can hit like 28 low consistently.
Yeah, okay.
I really need to nail the lap to be at 27.
Yeah, and I think I can hit mid 28s consistently. So I'm not too far then. Not too far on the consistent apps. So.
Yep.
Okay, man. Right, I'll just wait until the qualifying starts. But good luck.
Yeah, thanks. I will just try to keep it out of trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Be nice if we both drive and maybe we're on the fringes of a top 15. If we're clean, if we're safe, then and other people crash, then that's, you know, in that last race, if you just finished the race and didn't have an accident, you got in the top 15.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Like, I think last time there were at least like 10-15 people involved in some kind of crash.
Yep, that's what it seems like in that heat 1 there as well.
Yeah, also like I think around the verge of top 15 people will take more risk, like a deeper sand into the hairpin, so that can gain us some positions if we won't be the ones who get sent on.
Do we get a fast repair?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good, because the steering bends really easily. I had a 0x with someone earlier, just side by side, and my steering was completely bent.
Yeah, but like if we need to take that fast repair, our race is pretty much done, because it's a really big time loss driving through the pit lane.
What, so you can't fast repair during the normal pit stop?
Yeah, you can, but like you will lose a lot of time if you need a fast repair.
Even when you do it with the driver change?
Oh no, I mean you don't actually lose time with the actual fast repair, you just lose time, driving with the damage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it wasn't actually too bad. I just had like slightly side, the steering was at an angle. But I would have carried on, and it would have been, it wouldn't be something you pit for unless you had a pit stop to do. And even if we have a little bit of damage in either of the stints, we can if you just carry on and stay safe, other people will crash and stuff, so. Yeah.
Also, we can take tires in the stop, because...
You can take
the
tires.
driver change. Yeah, because the driver swap is longer than a tire change.
And is it worth taking tires? I guess they overheat a bit, don't they?
I mean, yeah, you reset the amps with it, and like you will have a fresh set of tires, which is always nice.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So like, I wouldn't say it's a huge difference, but you know, if you can take it.
Okay, so make sure you turn off the fuel, and we'll change tires. As long as it doesn't add any extra time. As long as they do the tires during the driver change, then cool.
Yeah, they do the tires during the driver change. So you can do that.
So it's strange they haven't advanced to qualifying yet.
Maybe they are having an interview with the other race winners or something. Usually they like advance the session when the broadcast is here to catch it. But like it's really close. Like 4.1 tenths behind, and it's 19 positions. So like,
yeah, I was six tenths off in the open practice, and I was like P56 or something.
Yeah, like it's crazy close. Yeah, no.
Okay, here we go. Good luck, man.
Yep, thanks.
That's the end of the session. P19.
Here we go. So we'll keep... Well, I can talk to you guys. Bence can't hear me unless I press the button. But let's ride on board with him. So we'll go...
Exit's clear. Push. Okay, Brad. We've got 1 lap to get the job done.
So, just let me know, guys, about the engine sound, whether this is the right sound again. It should be the same as before, but just let me know whether my voice is overpowering the engine or whether it's the other way around, or if it's okay. And I think... Oh, that was a bit sideways. I think if we can get a qualification spot in the top 20, that would be really good. Let's go outside. Look at some of the average I ratings in this. 9.3, 9.3, 9.3, 9.2. Unbelievably high I rating. Absolutely crazy. In fact, I need a photo of that. We'll send that to our iRacing group. Looks pretty clean so far. These cars do look cool, don't they? Do like LMP2 cars. Oh, we got a little bit wide there. A little bit wide.
Ah.
Oh, we got stuck on the curb, I think. Last couple of corners here are horrible. So you can tell this is Bence and not me because of... Well, first of all, I'm not driving. But second, you can see he's got a white helmet.
Oh my, this stuff was bad.
P11.
Okay. Yeah, not a good first lap.
Oh, aye.
Only 7/10 up. Oh, is it just single lap?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
You don't even get 2 laps.
Yeah, I took too much risk coming into the hairpin. And I just logged off the hairpin. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
Oh my god. I managed to not look up. Yeah.
So we're ahead of Williams Esports Razor. We're ahead of Redline. They must have really screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, you only got one shot. So, yeah. Aye.
So it looks like we're 21st at the moment, unless there's a couple more people left to come in. Maybe they didn't get laps or something.
Yeah, I think they off-tracked or something.
Okay, man, that's all right. Just we only need to get in the top 15, so just try and avoid the carnage, and good luck.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
gonna just-
I will try my best.
I'm just going to press a button on my stream, and I'll be back in 10 seconds. Here we
Alright.
go, guys. New Stinger. See what you think of this. You're going to like this. How about that? How about that for a new Stinger? Did you like that? Made that this week.
That's the end of the session. P22.
Time for the race. I think we've got a couple of minutes till the grid. Yeah, 4 minutes. You can see up here, 3 minutes 27 to go. Yeah, did you like that little stinger? That little intro screen for the race. I'll make some more of those. I'll do one for like qualifying. I'll do one for, I don't know, post-race chat. We'll make some more, but I just thought I'd try that one out. You'll get to see that again if we get through to the bonus race, put it that way. Let's see, we need to make it to the top 15. That's our mission. Top 15. Try not to make mistakes. Will you have set the brake bias different to default?
Yeah, I'm running 48.6, I believe.
I thought
48.7.
I thought default was 49.4 or something. Was it 48.4?
No, it's 49.5. I just changed it. Because
Okay.
I like it when it's more to the rear.
Okay, I might change it back to 49.4 when I drive. Goki, it took me
Yeah.
like 15 minutes.
I can change it back for you before I pit.
Okay, if you remember, that's fine.
Yeah, just like don't spin on the brakes. But yeah, with this fixed set, you need to rotate the car on the brakes basically. So that's why you like go as
Yeah,
hard to the bottom.
I tried it rearward and it was okay, but I had a few moments where as the rear tyres started to overheat, I would lock up the rears too easily and then I'd get sideways on the entry to the hairpins and then run wide.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, higher brake bias is a safer bet also. So if you are not like 100% confident, it's better. Alright, I will try my best to not get involved in any kind of crashes and stuff.
Yeah, good luck, man. So we just got another, how long? Minute and a half till the green light? Just waiting for everyone to grid. I guess it's because there's a TV broadcast there. They like to have extra time in between qualifying and the race so they can do some broadcast stuff. Do you have your own spotter? You want me to just stay quiet?
Yeah, I have my spotter.
Okay.
Like I have these like line thingies on caps.
Okay, I'll just keep quiet.
So there, yeah. Right. Pit stop is like fuel is off, tires are on.
I can't
Yeah,
see. Why can't I see everyone on the grid? Is anyone on the grid?
Yeah, most of the cars are on the grid. Maybe you are not live or you don't have as much cars.
Okay, okay. It's alright. We're on now. We're on now.
Right. We will start from like middle of, like I think just before
Yep.
the last corner, so
Okay.
it will be tricky.
So we're P22 at the start.
Yeah. Let's try and, I don't know, build something from it.
20 minutes. The track temp is 36 Celsius.
Here we go.
We need to follow car number 96.
I can't watch from this view. I'm too worried to watch from this view. We'll go from TV one. I can't ride on board with him because I don't have a mirror or anything.
But
Someone's already off.
Go, go, go. 2 litres left.
On your right.
Oh, there's a crash ahead. There's a crash ahead.
Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear left.
Oh, we've gone very deep. I think we've lost a place. There's
Right.
another crash though. We'll have a nice tow
Still
down
there.
Oh, we're being squeezed by
Clear
the purple
around.
car.
this is not gonna end well.
Three wide. You're in the middle. Clear
Oh,
all
we got
round.
hit. We got hit. We got hit. And we're lost. Yeah, it looked like we just got tagged from behind. That's a shame. Well, it's going to be a bit of a fight to make it through to the main race. Let's just go back and see what happened.
Car right.
Oh, it won't let me.
Clear right.
It won't show me. Oh, that's a shame. We got spun around. Oh, okay. So we've already had five off tracks. That's not good. So we're a long way down the field now. That's a shame. Always happens when I don't drive first. Always happens. How's the car?
Feels alright. I think just the rears are overheated because of this one.
I can't see any damage.
Alright.
B30.
P30. 15 places is going to be hard to make up, but I'm going to try. You never know, maybe some of the real world drivers aren't very good.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Okay, there's a car backwards at the apex. Oh. Okay, lost a load more time there. P29. I think.
Right, I will try to keep the incident count low. But
Yeah, otherwise
We
we'll
all-
get a DQ.
no, it's only a drive-through, I think.
Looks like you're catching this Pat.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye on these guys in front.
The leader has just done a 127.60.
Guys ahead getting lots of off tracks at turn 1.
Yep.
Lots of cars getting penalties for incidents as well.
Yeah, maybe we can build something from here.
This is us in the background here. Crash ahead, 2 cars off. Okay, so we're up to 29th. We've got another 14 places to go. Yeah, Martin, I know. This is, Martin, welcome to racing in a team.
Is now in the
So
lead.
always happens when I race in a team. Not this weekend, though. Not in real life. Oof.
Good. 22nd place. Your lap time was 1:28.43.
Thanks, Goki. At least the car's not smashed to bits. P27. So we need 12 more places. 12 more places in 15 minutes. These guys are fighting really hard up ahead. It's really helping us out. Okay, we're a lot quicker than that guy ahead, that blue car. We're so much quicker than this car ahead.
Yeah.
In fact, we are quick enough to get up to P15. There's just not that long left in the race. 9 places now. We only need to make up 9 places. Let's see. I mean, there's going to be a driver change. All sorts of stuff can happen. People can get pit lane speeding penalties. We're not that far back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we overtake all these cars in this group in front, that's P15. I know that's a big ask, but we've caught back up with it. It's just a shame we spun.
Oh man, honestly.
Yeah, it is good pace, Goki. It's just a shame. It's a shame you got spun. Okay, spinner. Watch out for him. Good job. That was very close.
Yeah.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, so back to us. Where are we? Where are we?
Alright.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I thought it's 9 places. It wasn't 9. We're in 26th. I thought we were much higher. Okay, but still. That's lost us quite a lot of time. Having to avoid that, annoyingly. These guys are still fighting up in front, losing each other lots of time. There's another one. 62 struggling. Pace is just as quick pretty much as the people we need to get up to. Someone's in the pits.
First.
Are we 21st? 23rd. I think we're 23rd, actually. I don't think we're 21st. Still, though, getting closer. Climbing up the order. We do need other people to run into trouble, though. The pace of the guys at the front is crazy.
Come on, Brad. Don't let him get away.
It's not me! Crew chief. Yeah, 10 minutes roughly, Goku. He'll probably do a little bit longer than me because he's slightly quicker.
Place.
There's no way we're 16th. No, we're 21st. I assume you've turned off the fuel and everything?
Yeah.
Left side. Clear left.
Good job, man.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
No.
Hold your line.
Look,
Clear
little bit
right.
of side by side there.
Right side. Clear right.
That's a bit aggressive by that guy. Sounds like a crash ahead. Maybe not. Okay, man, let me know when you're coming in.
I think I will come in this lap. Yeah, I'm...
Okay, I'm waiting.
Right.
Is the car exiting the pits? What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Right. Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, man. How long have I got? Oh, 20 seconds.
I think you will have like 6-7 minutes when you come out of the pit.
Lockwood is leading the race.
Okay, man, I'll do my best.
Alright.
Pit exit's clear. Push.
Oh god, it's Mike Epps! Of course it's Mike Epps! My real world nemesis. And former British touring car driver Mike Epps is the guy directly in front of us. Oh my god, he hates me. And yeah, this will be interesting.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side, clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear
Just trying to
right.
hang on to that place from that guy. Right, let's catch back up with Epps. That car was just recovering in the wrong place for us, that's all.
E20.
Shame we lost his slipstream. 7 places we've got to make up. I don't think we're going to do it. But let's push because there's some people battling up ahead. Guy behind us is super fast. Bit deep. I think we're catching the pack. Epps' internet's bad. He keeps flashing.
V19.
Try and get back in his slipstream. We're definitely closing on him slightly. We gained 4 tenths. Four places away.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Four places away from the bonus race. 2 minutes to go. Someone's off. 3 places away.
17th place.
Must be one more lap. Actually catching Augustin Canapino. You can see that bonus race position. It's going to be one more lap. Hard to follow through this section. Yeah, white flag, one more lap. We've at least kept Epps honest, even though we got held up by that spinning car.
One more to go.
We only need 2 more positions. 2 more positions. Oh, I tried to brake really, really late. Put him under some pressure. 0.6 behind. We're catching Canapino. We're another second closer to Canapino. He's one of the best sim racers there is as a real world driver.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
No, there isn't. If the race was longer, we'd have caught Epps. We just ran out of laps.
Oh,
That's encouraging.
that's sad.
P17. Okay, it's over.
We can see if anyone gets any penalties, but... Man, I wasn't too slow in those. I wasn't too slow. 28.2? That's not so bad.
Actually quite good. Yeah.
And normally, like, Mike Epps in front of me there would normally be a couple of tenths quicker than me, and I was quicker than him for sure in that race, so... And Canapino as well. We were catching Canapino. So, I think I'm not so bad in these LMP2s against the real-world drivers.
Yeah, you did great for sure. It was just unfortunate. If we didn't have that spin at the beginning, we would be in easily.
Would have been in easily. So I guess we just wait to see if there's any penalties, because we're only 2 positions behind making it through.
Yeah, if someone collected the incidents, then we are through. It will tell us after everyone crossed the line. It prefers no. Unfortunately, no one got a penalty or...
No. That's a shame. I really enjoyed that, man. I actually really enjoyed that. It's a shame we couldn't have a longer race.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, like, it's just what you have when you qualify midfield, basically. Like, you will have those sends.
We can easily make the bonus race next time.
Yeah, for sure.
But the average of us 2 together, we're easily quick enough to be in the top 15.
Yeah, I think everyone here is quick enough to be in the top 15. It's just the matter of who gets it without an incident.
Box in 5, 4, 3.
I'm pretty sure the
2,
guys behind had
1.
some incidents as well as we
Box
did.
now.
So yeah, better luck next time, I guess.
Okay, so we definitely didn't get promoted.
I'm afraid not.
Actually, I'll turn my music off and we'll go back.
Nope, unfortunately we didn't. So yeah, it's
Okay,
peace
man.
out.
Well, I'll see you in 1 week for the next one then. I'm going to watch the rest of the main broadcast.
Yeah, alright. I
But
think
thanks for
it
your
has-
work.
I mean, I was just driving for fun, so, and I had fun, so it's all good. But yeah, maybe we get better luck next week. And we get them next week for sure.
Position. Robbie
Yeah,
Foley
I guess
will
then
be seen in that final.
see you
Unfortunately,
next
still no
week.
livery, but
See you next week, man.
for that one. Great
Yep,
to see them
see you.
there. You've
Thanks,
got the
dude.
Rhino Esports RHG,
Yeah,
the
bye-bye.
other Rhino Esports car, and Williams Esports Husingfeld, which will make up the 15.
Cheers,
cars
Martin.
Transfer from heats to.
I think I was pretty good there. That was alright. I think I was.
Esports for Mike Epps and Niels Niox, there will be no transfer for them. They'll have to sit out. Same with Bence Nemethi and Bradley Philpott. They'll have to sit that one out as well. Same with everyone behind. Triton Racing rised up from the back of the grid up into the top.
Yeah, see you tomorrow,
18
Martin.
for them. Team Redline and BS competition, 19th and
Oh, I might get
20th.
demonetized because of this music in the background. So if you haven't paid for certain music, then you'll get demonetized your video. It doesn't matter so much actually. This video, I don't earn money from this video. So we beat Tony Kanan, Jack Crawford, Sage Karam, Vervish. We beat quite a lot of people. But that was actually encouraging for me.
In the race, dropped them to 23rd with Williams Esports Razor.
I was only half a second off the very fastest lap of the race as well.
Team VRS, Williams Esports, BenQ, Samsoy, Kanan,
I'm not so bad in
and
these
Impulse
LMP2s.
Racing complete the top 30, 90 seconds back, plenty of space between the leaders and those cars.
All of these ones being retirements, unfortunately, for Team Redline, RLR, Abruzzi Esports. We saw drama for them, even on the first lap, and then were taken out down into the hairpin. For Sabia Racing, it was all at turn 1 for SimRC and MSI Esports. I mean, for MSI, it was a great day, at least from one side of their camp, but it can't all be great, let's be honest.
Yeah, can't all be sunshine and rainbows, I guess. Well, I tell you what, it was a ultra impressive drive from Alejandro Sanchez, from Mohamed Ibrahim, and one of the breakout drivers in 2020. Alejandro Sanchez is now standing by with Lewis McLeod.
Yeah, let's talk about the fantastic race there. We've seen dominant racing from round 1, of course, from Redline. We saw a dominant race 1 here today from Coanda. How did you come up?
I'll tell you what, guys, actually. There's no point in you watching this on my stream. If you want to see the end of this, you can just go and watch the main stream. So that means I can go cook dinner for Becca. But thank you very much for joining me for that. I really enjoy these VCO Pro Sim races because they're organised really well. And generally the driving standard is really good. Okay, we got spun around, but the hairpin at Hockenheim. So I actually genuinely enjoyed that. I wasn't rubbish. It was pretty good. So we'll see you for the next one. 1 week's time. These I think there's 2 more rounds. Maybe 3 more rounds. And they're every Tuesday evening. Same kind of format. There's a public vote on the tracks. A couple of hours before the race, and then next time I'll start the race. So it'll be the pro driver, the real world pro driver starting the race next time. So that'll be me. So guys, next thing I'll be publishing online will be the Race of Remembrance video blog. So our kind of in-depth behind the scenes, onboard video, all that kind of thing from the Race of Remembrance. Hopefully that'll be a nice one that we win and it'll be all successful and everyone will be happy. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.